Go ahead.
Thank you to pronounce my name right. Thank you, Board of Trustees, for allowing us to speak in front of you. I'm here to speak today on behalf of the CSU Sustainability Policy, specifically on the section about food that was added to it. My name is Recchia. I'm an alumnus from Humboldt State University. It's a great university. I'm really proud of the sustainability heritage they have there. I also work with the California Student Sustainability Coalition. We're one of the largest organizations in the country that works with students on the issues of sustainability, and we're student-run, student-governed. We work with several thousand students across the state and more than 24 campuses across all the university systems from 8 CSUs. And we've been working for a couple years now to help craft a sustainability policy and add a food section to it, 20% real food by 2020. We're interested in seeing this added. We think it's a very important part of sustainability. I wanted to share a quick story with you. One day I was at Humboldt State at a great program we have on campus called CCAT, this Student-Run Sustainability Initiative, and there was a student that walked by and saw some lettuce, and they're like, is that lettuce? Like real lettuce coming out of the ground? Never seen a vegetable growing before. And that really stayed with me of why it's really important to connect with people around food and really introduce them to sustainable food and sustainable eating practices. I know you're running late, so I'm going to keep it short, but I really urge you to pass this policy. It's a great policy the Chancellor office developed, especially with the food section in it, and I really would like to see that voted on at the May meeting. I'm going to have our next speaker. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Stephanie Yee.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Yee. I'm a student at CSU Monterey Bay, and I am majoring in environmental studies. I'm part of the group that's representing the campaign for Real Food for CSUs. We are a set of passionate and hardworking students from multiple California state universities wishing to actively create real food systems. We want local, fair, ecologically sound, and humane real foods in the CSU system. We will work with the CSU Board of Trustees and affiliates to promote at least 20% real food by the year 2020. What we're asking from you today is your support on the revised policy and for the Board of Trustees to pass the policy. Thank you.
Thank you. Chris Sturken.
Thank you. So I'm Christopher Sturken from San Francisco State University and the Real Food Challenge at San Francisco State University as well. And in my studies at SF State, I've learned about the environmental public health issues regarding our food system. And this system has contributed to climate change as well as water pollution and vast resource use, although for our benefit. It has also limited the ability of our students to purchase healthy food. And as a grocery store employee of 2.5 years, I witnessed coworkers as well as customers and friends purchasing unhealthy food on a regular basis. And I fear the long-term consequences of this kind of consumption. It is also especially difficult for me to watch as one of my friends who also attends San Francisco State University continues to eat improperly because the food which is provided is mainly processed and rather than real food and easily accessible. Therefore, I strongly urge each and every one of you to consider implementing a policy, sustainability policy, emphasizing a reduction in the environmental impact of the CSU food systems and which gives students and the public more healthy food options for the benefit of their health as well as the benefit of future generations.
Thank you very much. AnaLisa Campos.
Greetings, my name is AnaLisa Campos. I'll be graduating from Cal State Northridge this May with a urban planning and sustainability degree. My role here today is to ask for your support for the Real Food Challenge campaign. The Real Food for campaign leadership has grown within the past several months. We have over 1,200 individuals sign an online petition through Credo Mobilize. Just in February, 30 student leaders have gotten together in Santa Cruz to learn about how to effectively support this policy. 4 CSU schools have passed resolutions already to support the sustainability policy, including Humboldt State, San Francisco, Monterey Bay, and Long Beach. Of those 4 schools, 4 others are here today to also in attendance to support this policy. Healthy food effectively fuels the mind and the body to make the necessary changes that we all want to see in the world today. So please support our policy, and thank you so much for letting me speak.
Thank you very much. I just got a note that there's one other speaker, Taylor Heron, and who is available and got knocked off our list accidentally.
That might have been because I was on there twice today. So thank you all again for giving me an opportunity to speak. As I stated earlier, my name is Taylor Heron. I'm CSSA Sustainability Officer, and I also serve as AS President at Chico State. It's a privilege to be here to advocate, speak, and support for this policy. As you know, students have been an integral part of this process and are very much in support of it and excited to be part of implementing it. This policy will integrate sustainability throughout the CSU. It's progressive, innovative, and future-oriented. It'll challenge each of us. It'll challenge our campuses. It'll challenge the entire system to be environmental stewards, fiscally responsible, and socially equitable. As a robust and resource-intensive university, we have the responsibility of conservatively managing the natural and non-renewable resources that we consume. More importantly, as the largest academic institution in the nation, we need to be educating our students about sustainability so that they leave our institutions with not only a degree, but also a sense of accountability and awareness about their impact on this world. CSSA recently passed a resolution in support of this policy. It's been a great opportunity to discuss it and to consult the 23 campuses and their associated students. I know this policy is complex and it is going to be a challenge for us to bring it on, but I hope that you all, as trustees, are in support of it because students we are and we're willing to put the work forward to make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you for your comments and for the enthusiasm and articulation the students bring to this obviously very important issue. So before we have the staff present the issue, I wanted to just make a couple of remarks.
I'm here representing Real Food for the CSUs for the second time. We want to work with the CSU trustees to implement a sustainability policy that includes a CSU-wide commitment to 20% real food, which is sustainable. We're a group of students from Cal Poly, Luis Obispo, Chico State, Humboldt, San Francisco State, CSU Long Beach, CSU Monterey, Dominguez Hills, CSU Northridge, CSU East Bay, and Cal Poly Pomona, who are actively involved in this campaign currently. Other organizations that support our efforts are Real Food Challenge, the California Sustainability Student Coalition, the California Student Association, as well as the University of California. With increasing rates of health-related problems, I believe it's vital for the CSU chancellors to be innovators and to support the sustainability policy in order to turn out a healthy workforce that is proud to be made in the CSUs.
Thank you.
Hello, trustees and Chancellor White. My name is Robyn Shigemitsu and I'm from San Francisco State University. As a child, my mother was a single parent to 2 children who often struggled with balancing our low income and providing food every night. I remember sitting at the dining room table, the stress lines on my mother's face as she contemplated how she would put food on the table, and my sister's far too thin frame as we ate our pan-fried chicken with rice and corn. Meat and starch were the cornerstone of our diet to appease any hunger we had until morning. I would feel nauseatingly lethargic after meals and struggle to pay attention in class despite my mother's loving care. My family and I were thrilled when we heard news of my acceptance into San Francisco State. I'm the first person in my immediate family to attend college, and for the first time in my life, I was able to choose what food goes into my body. Upon going to college and learning about the importance of real food, I became a healthier, less prone to colds, and now vegetarian person. But unfortunately, some people do not have this luxury. Our student centers where most students eat, with little variety for those seeking a more varied array of food options, and continue to be unheard by the university system. I urge you on behalf of the 400,000 students in the CSU system, and on behalf of families like mine, to support the sustainability policy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, CSU Board of Trustees. My name is Tran, and it's a pleasure to be here again to not only advocate for the passing of the revised sustainability policy with the addition of real food, but also to represent students from CSU Long Beach as well as other CSUs throughout the states. I would like to remind you to keep in mind the students of the CSU systems as you move forward with this policy, because with the continual success of the Real Food Challenge, as well as the support from individual CSUs, it shows that having 20% of real food by 2020 is an important goal for all of us, not only for our current personal lifestyles, but also for the future social, economical, and ecological developments. CSU Long Beach, Humboldt, Monterey Bay, and San Francisco, as well as CSSA, had all passed their own resolution in support of the sustainability policy, as you already know. And here before you are actually representatives from all of those four CSUs, as well as CSU Northridge and Cal Poly Pomona, to show our determination in support of the policy. So once again, I ask you to support the policy and to continue to show students that they can have an option for a healthier lifestyle. Thank you.
You add the support to what all these wonderful speakers said for the sustainability policy. In addition to all the benefits of food for individuals, also the real food policy focuses on local as one of its components, and so this is going to be a great benefit to farmers in California because it's going to support local agriculture. I know one of the board members mentioned the impacts of agriculture and sustainability policy yesterday. In addition to that, I like the policy the Chancellor's office has put out there, the fact that they included food because it's a very important aspect. I like the fact they're integrating the policy across different aspects and operations of the university. Two things I'd like to see considered that aren't currently included in the policy is one, transportation. I find it really interesting that sustainability policy doesn't take into account transportation, which is one of the leading impacts on sustainability across the country and the world. And I'd also like to see investments. There are 2 universities, CSUs, that are leading. They're considering the impact of their investments on sustainability, San Francisco State and Humboldt State. And so that's also part of STARS. I'd like to see that considered. Thank you for allowing me to speak today. Thank you.